Hey everyone. Well, I've been retired now about 5 months, and I want to kind of give you an idea of what it's been like for me. I quit my job back in May, and I had decided that I was going to retire at that time. I thought about doing some volunteer stuff. I got into painting, and for me, I thought that was going to be it for me. It quickly got very boring, and I thought about the vocation that I was trained for, and I really loved what I used to do. A part of what I loved, part of what I used to do is what I loved. I'm an MRI tech, and the job I had before had me doing MRI, X-ray, and CT, and I got burned out. I did that for 15 years, and I had enough. So I quit. I had gotten out of debt, and I decided that that was it. I was done. I was going to retire. I was going to do what I wanted to do, and that would be the end of it. Well, that wasn't the end of it, because I really love doing MRI. So I decided that I would go back to work part-time, and I would have enough to pay my bills because, like I said, I'm debt-free. And then I could do some volunteer work on the side and do my art. It took me about 3 months to get a job. And so I work 2 days a week. I only work on Saturday and Sunday, and I have one call day during the week that I am on call overnight in case they have an emergency of some sort. And so during the week, I do some volunteer work with a entity called RSVP, where I drive people to appointments. And otherwise, I spend time on my painting, my home projects, like my weeding. Weeding is a never-ending thing, and it's something that I will have to do for the rest of my life if I live in this house. But that's something that really needed to be done. Anyway, and taking care of my animals, taking better care of my animals. I have 4 parakeets and a rabbit. Doing more things around the house, and visiting with friends and family, and focusing on things that I like to do, reading books that I really wanted to read that I had never had time for. I go to a little book club meeting every Wednesday, and we talk about a book that we're reading, which is a lot of fun, because a lot of times we just end up talking for an hour about all kinds of other stuff. But what I found out in this last 5 months is that I really love art, and I was never an art person before because I didn't have time to think about it. I didn't have time to enjoy it, and I didn't have time to do it. Now that I am doing it, I really enjoy it. I went to an art fair today, and it was awesome. I really saw things that I'd never seen before, and not that I didn't actually see them, but I seen them up here. And seen some people that I hadn't seen in a while. Went out to eat with my friend, and we had a really great time today. And for me, this is kind of like the ideal retirement. I get to do a little volunteer work. I get to work on my personal stuff, spend time with friends and family, and just kind of do what I want to do. And if I don't want to do something, I don't have to do it. With the RSVP, the volunteer stuff, I got over committed on that really a week or two back, because I agreed to do I agreed to take a bunch of clients to different appointments, and I realized that I was quickly falling back into that workaholic thing where you do way too much. So I told them this week I'm done with that. I'm gonna take a week off. So I'm finding balance in it, and I'm finding that I really enjoy living with less money, less work, less stress, less aggravation. All those things, and it's just made such a difference in my life. I can't explain it to someone that hasn't done it. It's just, I wouldn't understand it if I hadn't done it. If you'd been telling me all this 6 months ago, I would have ignored you. I would have listened and nodded my head, but when I walked away, I would not have comprehended anything. If you are in middle age, or if you can, any point in your life where you think you can do it, get debt free, live on what you can live on, and do what you want to do with your life. Because working all your life to retire in old age and die a few years later is not the way to live. Now, when I was younger, I worked 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and then I spent all my money, and I was thinking I was living under the live for today thing. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is enjoying your day, doing things that are free, and living within your means and enjoying it. I make probably half of what I made before, but I feel like my life is better. And that's kind of hard to explain too, because most people judge their life on their lifestyle and the money they make. And for you to get out of that mindset and get into the mindset of enjoying life, it takes a big shift, and I can't explain it. I'm sure there are people that can explain it. But for me, it was about taking all the money that I was pissing away, basically, on useless shit, and pay off all my bills, find things that I like to do, and do those things. I like to paint. Painting is not real expensive. Of course, it's not free, but it's not real expensive. And I really enjoy it. And at some point, I might even make some money off of it. Who knows? But anyway, back to my original topic. I'm sorry I went down a rabbit hole there. Retirement has been great, and I'm really enjoying it. And for today, I found a really good balance. I could go off the rails next week, but for today, it has been really good. And I am thankful in this November, which is a thankful month where you say what you're thankful for, that I have been given the opportunity to change my life, to change my mindset, and to get in a better frame of mind to live a better life. And I think with that, I'll quit rambling and let this be the end of the video, because it's about 8 minutes now, it looks like. And I don't want to lose you. This is really just something that I can look back on 6 months from now and say, okay, that's where I was then. Am I doing better now, or am I not doing better now? Something to think about. Anyway, enjoy life. It's too short.